Hi, I'm Upwards, and welcome to another day in the life with me, and today with the Samsung S23. Okay, so let's talk about why the S23 in 2024. Back in 2023, when it was first released, the S23 was a great recommendation because of its balance of performance, cameras, display, and battery performance. However, in 2024, with the new One UI 6.1 update, the S23 has been breathed into new life, which makes the S23 pretty much the S24. So in this real day in the life, I'm going to be testing that out. I'm going to be testing everything on the S23 to see how it fares 2024, and if you should buy this instead of the S24. As I take it throughout my day as a university student, I'm going to be testing out the performance, the cameras, the display, and most importantly the battery life to see how it holds up. I do have the plus model over here, so the display and the battery life is a bit more bigger. Also, a quick note, I only have access to the live demo unit, so this means it has no cellular connectivity and the battery life might be a bit degraded. So just keep that in mind at the end of the video when we go through the battery performance, and please subscribe so that I don't have to borrow any more X demo units. I'm going to keep a battery indicator down on the bottom of the screen so you can see how the S23 does throughout the day, and let's get into this day. Okay, time to take a quick break, and I'll quickly talk about the design of the Samsung S23. And I must say that the S23 design is actually pretty cool and quite a classic one at this stage, since Samsung has been going for this kind of look with pretty much all their products. But still, the Samsung S23 still stands out in terms of design when compared to other products in this lineup, including the S24, mainly due to its shiny rails. It does have a really nice aluminum finish around the sides, which are pretty premium looking. And they look pretty cool as well. We do have a glass frosted back, and we do have the free camera array, and the actual design of the phone is a little bit curvy on the sides but mostly flat. In 2024, this still looks pretty much top tier. On the screen, we do have really slim bezels, so I still think that the S23's design is still going to look pretty awesome for many years to come. Okay, so let's also talk about performance of the S23. So the S23 lineup was pretty interesting because regardless of which version you got, the Ultra, the regular S23, and which region you came from, each S23 was equipped with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which meant that performance was pretty much exactly the same across the board. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is an amazing chip, super fast, super snappy, and this model I have here has 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Doing all my social media apps, YouTube, Instagram, using my note-taking app, Notion, and just general usage of the S23 has been super quick, blazing fast, snappy. It feels like there's no difference from the S24s and feels just like a brand new device. So from a performance standpoint, S23 is still top tier and will do pretty much everything you need to do at a high level. The S23's performance stands its own, and it's pretty much one of the best devices you can still get with the best performance of pretty much any device out there still on the market and to this day. The S23 Plus is equipped with a Full HD 120Hz AMOLED panel. It's HDR10 Plus certified and it has a peak brightness of 1750 nits. It's pretty much everything you would need from a high-end display and looks great no matter content or lighting condition. It doesn't have any special bells or whistles such as water repellency or anti-glare coatings, and it doesn't have the ultra bright mode that S24s have, but it's 99% everything you would want from a display. Colors, details, and sharpness look excellent, and the content is viewable in most lighting conditions.
Hello, if I look too ugly, don't force it.
I'm with my friend Aurora, and we're just gonna work on an assignment together. And yeah, well, you can speak Chinese. Ni hao ma?
我很好。
Okay, I'm practicing Chinese with 谢谢.
We practicing Toby's Chinese name, so it's 林
Lin,
恩
and
祥
Xia,
祥
Xia,
祥
Xia,
祥
Xiao,
Okay.
Xiao.
When you like, when you say like the snakes,
Okay, yep.
like the snakes, 祥
Xiao,
No, like
Xiao.
it sounds different. Like you said perfect, but why you say your own name like a little?
Xiang.
You close it. It's close enough, but
巧克力，巧克力。See, 我不会吃巧克力。很好，很好啊，很好。谢谢，谢谢，谢谢，谢谢老师，老师，谢谢，老师，谢谢。
老师 is asking question.
我
Come on，我不会吃什么？
我不知道。
你知道
OK 啦。
？Okay, bye guys.
Okay, so now it's 4:02, and I'm pretty much done with studying today. I am absolutely cooked, but I'm going to talk about one more thing about the Samsung S23. Okay, so I quickly wanted to talk about the user experience of the software on the Samsung S23. Now, obviously, with the One UI 6.1 update, we do get all the same AI features that were introduced with the S24, but I quickly wanted to just talk about the actual just user experience of the S23 software. So far, the experience on the S23 has been really good. The software experience is really smooth, there's no bugs, no lags whatsoever, and everything is super snappy and smooth. I also tried using some multitasking, which also worked excellent as well, and so far there's no issues with the software side. Now obviously with the new One UI 6.1 update, we do have all of those AI features, so of course I tested a few of them. Using generative fill with the photo app is actually pretty cool, and it actually works just as well as the S24. Now it does take a bit of time, but the S24 does also take a bit of time as well, so I can't really see what's special about the S24 at this stage. I also tried the live transcript and also the translation features, which is also pretty awesome as well. Those work just as expected and work in pretty much any third-party app, including WhatsApp. And finally, I tested out the circle to search, which works actually really well. I clicked on a Marcus Brownlee video, looked at one of his videos where he just recently reviewed the new Sonos headphones, just circled around the headphones, and it surprisingly managed to figure out which headphones it was and gave me results for the exact same pair of headphones, which is super impressive seeing that there's so many different headphones out there and it doesn't particularly look any different from any other. So on that note, the AI feature is pretty awesome, especially with that circle to search ability. So that's my little take on the software and the AI features, but now I'm going to go and test out the cameras. Okay, so I'm going to test the cameras on S23. So we do have a 50 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto. So it's kind of heading towards sunset. We're going to see how the S23 holds up in a bit of a more darker lighting condition. Okay, let's take some photos. The S23 Plus is equipped with a triple camera array, a 50 megapixel main wide, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto. Taking some photos while the sun was going down is quite a challenging task for cameras to handle due to the wide dynamic range between the shadows and highlights. However, the S23 managed to take some great shots with an even amount of details and sharpness. There is low noise in the shadows and most of the images I took look very clean. Even switching between the different lenses had no noticeable differences, with no shifts in colors or details, which is great to see. Overall, the S23 has a great camera setup. Okay, so I've taken some few photos with the Samsung S23, and first impressions, they look pretty good. They're pretty sharp, pretty clear, even in a bit of a darker environment, so that's pretty cool to see. Now, I'm gonna go and get some dinner.
I didn't know that.
I'll show you after. Let's go up the train, and now going home. So we've now reached the end of the day in my life. It's currently 8:41. And it's time to look at the battery performance of the S23 to see how it's done throughout the day. So I do have the Plus version of the S23, and the battery performance has been really good today. At 8:42, our battery percentage is at 59% with a screen on time of 2 hours and 49 minutes, which is actually really good. And we do see that our Instagram, YouTube, Chrome are the main battery users, but like I said in the beginning of the video, just keep in mind that I don't have any cellular connectivity and this is an X demo unit. So I'm not really sure how much of an impact that would have made on the battery performance, but I must say that the battery performance and optimization is really good on the S23 Plus. So let's talk about the phone in general. The S23 is a really good phone in 2024, and in many ways, it's pretty much the S24, especially with the One UI 6.1 update, which brings all of that same AI features that made the S24 special on the S23. Everything from the performance, display, the cameras, and the battery are top tier, and maybe you should just get an S23 instead. Alright, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. I'm Upwards, and I'll see you guys in the next video.